twice now. It did me. Tell me about the Pray shirt. Oh, okay. I'm kind of like a Jesus freak, so when I see Pray, I'm like, yay! Pardon? Well, what we're trying to do is get people to be aware of all the suffering that animals go through to become their food, their clothing, their entertainment. You know, a lot of people are not aware of how this is what happens. You know, a lot of people think, oh, the cow lives a nice, happy life, and then one day it gets a bullet in the head and it's all over. The cow suffers for 5 years through all kinds of mutilations, through getting pregnant, to having babies taken away, until they can no longer make babies, and then they're hung upside down. They do it again with the next baby. People just don't know about that. Once you find out, really, that's when you make your change. That's what did it for me. Like, if I knew animals were tortured like this, I would have gave up eating meat 45 years ago. Yes, haven't had meat in over 11 years. No meat, milk, eggs, dairy, never felt better. I wish I did it when I was your age. I so regret all the suffering animals suffered because of me. Have you ever given a thought to quitting? Why not? Huh? Well, how about this? Now that you see what animals go through, does that make you feel weird about, like, getting a burger now? See, it did me. It, like, tore me up inside. I'm like, well, it's not right. I mean, like, I was sitting here thinking, I'm paying people to abuse animals. I'm not an animal abuser, but I was. And then I remember the night I sat down at a restaurant. This was over 11 years ago. I just go, I can't eat meat anymore. What have you got on the menu that's not got animals in it? I mean, it was weird, but I never went back. I'm like, I'd be a total jerk if I did this. They do that to pigs and cows too. Just because this ain't China doesn't mean we don't do it to our animals. What we do to, I mean, pigs get castrated without if they're smaller, they look like they're weak and they're not going to survive long enough to make money off them. They just take them and slump their heads onto the cement. That's your gelatin. That's your gummy bears. That's your hot dogs. I know. See, when you see it like that, it's not very appetizing when you see it like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't eat no dairy, no eggs. I do have Crohn's disease, so I've tried the vegan burgers.
Yeah.
But it's got stuff in it that I can't have because of my Crohn's disease.
Just eat real food. You know?
I'm a big vegetables eater. I love vegetables. I love fruit.
Oh, I love fruit.
Yeah.
But I find things like, for Crohn, you can do oatmeal, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever had overnight oatmeal?
Uh-huh.
You go home and Google vegan overnight oatmeal. A whole new world is going to open up for you. No, I'm serious. It's essentially oatmeal. You know, steel cut oats, not that processed, quick oats. You don't want to get that because that's going to be bad for glycemic, especially with Crohn's.
Yeah.
All right? But you get the steel cut oats, which is pretty much just right up there. So let's say you got a cup of oatmeal, you do 2 cups of almond milk.
Okay. See, I love almond milk.
So now it's all up to you what you want to do from there. Like last night, I put in a handful of blueberries and walnuts. I woke up in the morning. You don't even got to cook it. You just shake it up, put it in the fridge. You come in the morning, cold, refreshing blueberry walnut oatmeal. The other day was cherry almond. Another day I stirred up some pumpkin in there with some coconut flakes. Can you hear what I mean, it's like eating pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
But for when you got Crohn's, I did that for my sister who also has Crohn's, loves it. And it's super duper healthy. That's dinner sometimes.
I used to take 6 meals without.
You're on your way, and you're on your way too. This is disgusting you. You look at that, you know you want to go vegan. Come on, be a rebel. Stand on the edge, be unique, be yourself. Stand up for animal kindness. Want to. Did you get a card? Okay, we got a whole bunch of documentaries on there that you can check out later. All right? stuff like this you'll see on the documentary called Earthlings. And if you want to do something for your health, have you seen What the Health? Or that's on there, I think. Is that on there? What the Health? Yep. You want to watch What the Health? You also, there's, I'm trying to think of another one for you. Michael Greger has a great video called How Not to Die. It's about all the top killers in the country and how I think 14 to 15 of them are food related. How Not to Die. You look that up and you're going to be tripped out. You're going to be so happy. Make yourself a cup of coffee, sit down, watch it, enjoy it. You're going to learn so much. And you're going to go, I can beat this stuff. If it hurts animals, I don't eat it or wear it. That's him.
That's it? Okay.
And since animals for milk, have you ever seen how it happens for milk? All right, think about it like this. When mom gives milk, why does she give milk? Because she's pregnant or she had a baby. So for a cow to do it, they have to be impregnated. So what they do is they lock their heads up in a big metal thing they call a rape rack. Yep. And then a man takes a handful of bull sperm and shoves it up the cow's vagina butthole. Oh, it gets better and makes it pregnant. Now they feed it all kinds of growth hormones and chemicals to make its udders grow really big. Because we want that milk for us, right? And then when the baby's born, does the mom get to give it to the baby? No. That baby, they take that baby, take it away, shoot it in the head if it's a boy. That's what they do with the male chicks. See, everybody thinks eggs are harmless too, but male chicks don't give eggs, so they're really not useful in the industry, so they just get thrown in a meat grinder. See, the male chicks don't make eggs, and they also don't get to grow and be as big. So for a farmer to raise them, it's a waste of money. So they just ground them up alive, or they sell. Oh, this goes on.
This makes you really think about what you eat.
This happens to tens of millions of. Which one? Those are egg-laying hens. There's 4 of them stuck in one cage. So essentially, they have about as much room as a sheet of paper. Well, yeah, because they're not really going to get veterinary care. It costs more to care for them than just let it die and get a new one. So people think eggs are harmless. They're not. And I mean, if you want to think about it, you're eating a chicken's period. I mean, that's kind of nasty. Am I right?
It really makes you think by watching it. You're like,
well, you know what? We all did. We all ate meat. Every one of us here used to eat meat. But when we saw the pain they go through, well, it depends on how they do it. As I was saying to her, if it's a dairy cow, after about 5 years of being raped and having babies, and the baby's taken away and getting raped and having spent, what they then do is they down and slit their throats. 25 years is now living 5 years of having every natural behavior that God gave this animal, denied it. And then when it can't make money by making more babies for him anymore, they just kill it. And then it becomes your burger or dog food or whatever it may be. I'll tell you what, let me give you a card so you can think about it. There's some great documentaries on here that can show you all the colors together, right? Yeah. You know how many hundreds of them have been killed? Again, medical care costs more than just getting a new one, so they get a new one. That's free range. That's free range. Have you ever seen like free range eggs on packages? What that legally means is you can take a building the size of a football field and you can have 100,000 chickens running around there laying eggs. As long as they have a doorway that leads to an area about the size of this right here, that's considered outdoors. So that 100,000 chicks, that's good luck on that happening. They're so scared to go out in the sunlight, they'll stay hidden. And that's what you're seeing there. So free range is a myth. I didn't mean to block your way, sorry. Come on over here where you can see it. stun them so they don't feel pain. As you can see, they're all fully conscious going through that, all right? That electric bath isn't doing anything. And they're just slicing their throats while they're still fully conscious, capable of feeling pain.
What's that solution to dipping them in?
That's scalding water to remove the feathers. So unless they're dead, then they're being boiled alive. But by going in the scalding water, the feathers come off them easier. Same thing with pigs. That is the sheds that they keep them in. Remember I told you about those big buildings in the free range? Oh, well, now it gets nasty. I know. Everybody thinks we're all like freaking crazy vegans for what we're doing, but when you see this, you're like, crap, I gotta make a decision because this is just nasty. Then you realize it's like, those of us that are we're the sane ones. We're thinking about compassion. People doing this, these are the extremists. But the sad part is they do it because we paid them to do it. I mean, back when I ate bacon, I was paying them to do this every single day. I'm just like, man, I gotta stop. And I did. All of us here wearing masks, we're all part of the group called Anonymous for the Voiceless. What we are is the animals are voiceless. We wear the mask to remain anonymous, or at least they do either there. And then people like me, we will take our time to go and educate people who stop to watch. It's so many people are unaware, and there's over 1,000 chapters of us around the world doing this, and the world's going vegan. I mean, come on, you can go to Carl's Jr., you can go to Burger King now and get a vegan burger. So things are changing. Yeah, things are changing for the best. We're so happy. You can do it.
No, it's crazy. It's eye-opening.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
I appreciate your time. I know I dumped a lot of heavy crap on you, so now go out, get drunk, and but think about it tomorrow. Be well.